Hey there, baby. Smoker's chug. Actually, Smoker's not chugging right now, but I wanted to give you guys an update video on what's been going on. So, I have a lot of stuff planned, lots of stuff, and it seems like one idea leads me on to the next, and on to the next, and on to the next. So to give you a little background, I'm at my buddy Ian's house with my smoker, and we made the pork candy, the pork belly, burnt ends, and they went really quick. I told him we should buy 3 pounds for a group of 8 or 9 people, and he says, "Oh, that doesn't seem like very much," and we got 5 pounds and we went through it like that. We just improvised with what we had. I didn't have any of the liquid barbecue sauce, the normal barbecue sauce, the On the One red sauce that I make. So we just improvised. We used canned pineapple chunks. We used the liquid from the can, and a bunch of things like, I don't know, honey, brown sugar, more of the barbecue rub, a variety of different things. Came out pretty decent. I think everybody enjoyed it pretty well. A couple of pieces that were primarily fat, not very much meat. I think people were kind of disappointed in that, but you get that. That's what you get in pork belly. So every now and again, that's what you get. But my buddy Ian had a fantastic idea. So he sends me a text and he says, "Oh, we're gonna do this," and it's a recipe for Chinese steamed bun, bao. So if you've ever had one, oftentimes they have inside that reddish, sugary, boneless pork rib kind of. Yeah, I got traffic coming by in my parking. It's raining out today too, so hopefully the noise won't be overwhelming. So inside the bao you have fillings, and a very common one to find is the pork, which is that sugary red boneless pork rib kind of chopped up in little pieces, and it fills this snowy white, fluffy soft, steamed bun. And I'm thinking to myself, what a fantastic idea. And then my mind went nuts, and I thought to myself, well, if we can do Chinese style and make a Chinese style rub and marinate and use flavors like ginger and garlic and mirin wine and soy sauce and a variety of different other flavors that are Asian, to make the pork belly, and then chop it up and make these bao. Why can't we make a Mexican themed one and then make tacos? I know he already likes, there's this one place that we go to in Bristol, PA, which is right over the river from where he lives. We live in New Jersey, and the river I'm talking about is the Delaware River, so we're on the eastern or Jersey side of the Delaware River. On the other side is Pennsylvania, so you have Philly, Bristol, a bunch of other towns there. So not very far from where he keeps his boat is Bristol, PA, and in Bristol, PA is a little Mexican restaurant that makes these pork belly tacos, where you get some cilantro and a little lime juice, and they're really good. The pork, they do it kind of on, it's surprising because it's sweet-ish, not Swedish like blonde people from Scandinavia, but sweet-ish. It's not very sweet, but it's not totally savory either. But it's delicious, and I thought I could do that better. So we're gonna try that as well, and we're gonna think of some other ideas for pork belly. And pork belly is one of those things easily obtained. It's not very expensive, and it's something that you can do whenever you're doing anything else. So it's always one of the secondary things. Like oftentimes when I'm doing a chuck roast or a brisket or beef ribs or whatever, I'll do something that cooks less time, put them all in at the same time. Things like pork belly or sausage or what, kielbasa, whatever. Even ribs. because ribs don't cook as long as some of the bigger cuts of beef do. And that gives you, you know, lunch or an appetizer for the big meal, or whatever, something just to keep your juices flowing while you're doing the cook. And so there's no reason why we can't do pork belly every single time we fire up the smoker. So that's a possibility, that's a probability coming up, especially since I have some in the fridge right now, not fridge, freezer. Also, I finally got beef cheek, and believe it or not, the place I got it at a Walmart. I know that the Walmarts, super Walmarts, or the full supermarket, they vary according to where they are, according to the demographics of where they're located. So I had been going to the one in Burlington, New Jersey, and they had certain things, but not a huge selection of certain things. And then I tried one in North Brunswick, New Jersey, which is very close to where I work, and I actually found a very large Hispanic meat section, or a section of the meat section was Hispanic foods, and they had beef cheek. So very happy about that. Also, a butcher near Ian on Route 130, I can't think of the name of the butcher offhand, but he had things like beef ribs, and he had beef cheek, and I believe they're Brazilian, so the selection of meats should be pretty interesting. It may be, I may be able to get things there that I can't get at my Amish butcher, because they're different styles and different cultures. They prefer different foods, so it's good. Variety is the spice of life, right? So I'm looking forward to going to that butcher, and I'm looking forward to trying beef cheek from more than one location. And so we're probably at one point going to have beef cheek tacos and pork belly tacos, just because it's easier to make the type of dish that you're making, just have a variety of meats for it. So I'm planning on doing the Mexican spiced pork belly the same time I do the beef cheek, because that'll be also something similar but different. And so those are things that we have to look forward to. I've got so many ideas of so many different things that I want to try, budget permitting, and we'll keep you posted. And please bear with us. The weather we're in the middle of winter, and actually today is New Year's Eve 2020, and other car. They're really loud here, it's surprising. I don't spend much time on my front porch, but anyway, New Year's Eve 2020, so December 31st. Good riddance to 2020. God bless everybody in 2021, and I'll keep you posted on what's going on. And hopefully before too much longer we'll have another cook under our belts. I work in public works, and so things like storms can kind of throw me for a loop. I kind of have to be more careful about planning around the weather in the wintertime than I do in warm weather, only because I'm always on call for things like snowstorms and whatnot. And on call isn't optional, it's mandatory. So when there's a storm, you go in and you're there until it's done. So it'd be really foolhardy for me, knowing if there's a storm coming, to defrost a piece of meat that may cost me $100, or even if it's $20, and then have it sit for days and then not really be able to get to do it. So that's what we're faced with. So you guys have a great year in 2021, and hopefully you enjoyed this short update video, and we'll have more hopefully little background type videos in between now and the next real cook that we make a video for. Oh, and the other thing I want to tell you, I'm filming this on my new phone. You guys have seen in my old videos that I have my crummy little, I should have brought it out here, my crummy little old 2017 vintage iPhone SE, and I had been doing all my video shooting and editing on that, and I have just now, yesterday, upgraded to iPhone 12 Pro Max with 256 gigs of memory, so I should be good for a while. And hopefully this video quality and sound quality will be a little bit better for you guys to watch. So, again, you guys love each other, be happy, do well, and stay safe. God bless you all. Smokers chugging.